Hi everyone, my name is David Rodriguez. This is my second video for the Water Magister channel. In this video I want to go over a couple topics. One of the topics is sex, and also I wanted to teach you a couple meditations to do in the morning along with some affirmations, and I'm going to start it off just like how I teach my classes in person. So if you want to pause the video right now and grab yourself a cup of water, you can go ahead and do so now. So we're going to start by placing our intention for this class, for this video. So just like the first video, now that I have a better quality camera and you can actually hear me better along with my lips, so we're going to place one hand below the cup, one hand above the cup. And go ahead and close your eyes down. Take a deep inhale into the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Inhale in, exhale out. Last one, inhale deeply, hold it, and exhale out. Begin to breathe normally. Begin to visualize a small white orb or sphere in the mind, in the center of your brain. Seeing it pulsate and vibrate. And then begin to think of an intention that you wish to set. What is it that you wish to gain from this particular class? What is it that you want to let go of? Maybe it's more wisdom, more knowledge, more awareness. Whatever it may be, begin to think of that intention. And then begin to see yourself already living in that reality, already living in that intention, as if it were already happening. What feeling do you get in your body as you're thinking about this? Be very present with your body as it is communicating with you. And then begin to see that emotion or that feeling going into that orb, that thought form that you're creating. So that that orb is now a representation of your intention. Now begin to visualize that orb moving down the neck, placing your attention and awareness as it moves down until it stops at the center of your chest. Allowing it to sit there, feeling what you feel in this moment. Now choose either the left arm or the right arm, envisioning that orb move through the shoulder, move through the upper arm, down through the lower arm, until it reaches the palm of your hand. Let it sit in the palm of your hand so you can feel the warmth emanating from the palm, placing your attention and awareness there. And then begin to see that orb move into the cup itself, merging with the water, until the orb in your mind is no longer visible, and the water is now taking on the form of the intention. And then in your mind, or out loud, appreciating the water, saying, "Thank you, water. I love you, water." And bringing the cup to your mouth, drinking the contents. But when you drink the contents, be very present, feeling the liquid moving down your throat, feeling it going down all the way to the stomach, and allowing yourself to feel what you feel being appreciative of this moment. Now let's maintain our eyes closed. I'm going to get you into a relaxed state before we start talking about some subjects. And I want to teach you my own personal meditation that I do every morning. And one thing I want to mention to anyone who is watching this is the things that I say, you don't have to believe. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. You can pick and choose what you want to resonate with. It is your reality, and you get to create it how you want to create it. I'm only giving tools for you to use. So, closing our eyes, taking a deep inhale in, exhale out the mouth, breathing normally. This whole process from start to finish usually takes about, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes. But I like to do this every morning to start my day. Begin envisioning the top of your head opening, the crown chakra beginning to open. You can visualize it a couple ways, like a doorway opening, a flower blossoming, however you want to envision it. But begin to place your attention and awareness on the top of your head as you're visualizing this. And then I'll explain everything afterwards. You're going to begin visualizing white light coming down into the crown, into your body, flowing through all portions of the body itself. Seeing that beautiful white loving light filling your entire vessel, moving through the arms, through the chest, torso, legs, lower legs, and the feet, until you're visualizing your entire body of pure white light. Once you feel that, your body is full with that white light. Begin to place your attention and awareness back at the top of the crown, and begin visualizing this white light coming out of the body from the top and beginning to wrap around the outside of your body like a mummy. Begin visualizing wrapping around the top of the head, moving down slowly, moving down the neck, shoulders, wrapping you in love and peace. Feel it as it moves all the way down your body, wrapping yourself up. Moving down your hips, your upper leg, your lower leg, until you wrapped your feet. Your whole body is now wrapped in that loving white light. Next, we're going to begin envisioning 6 white orbs. These orbs are going to create a 3-dimensional diamond around your body. This is so it can begin to raise your frequency and your vibration. There's a couple other things that are involved in it, but I'll get into that in another subject, in another time. But for the most part, it raises your vibration. So to do this, we're going to envision 6 white orbs. Begin envisioning 1 in front of you, at about belly button level. 1 behind you, same level. 1 to the left of you, same level. 1 to the right of you, the same level. And these orbs, these 4 orbs that you just created, seeing them pulsate, coming all around you, but still staying still until we're finished. Then envision 1 at the top of your head, just a bit above the head itself. And then 1 below you, just a bit below you. So now you have 6 orbs. Now we're going to begin connecting these orbs together with that white light. So begin connecting the top orb with a white line to the top, to the middle, the front middle. Begin connecting the top to the left. Begin connecting the top to the back one. Begin connecting the top to the right one. Now begin to connect the left orb to the bottom, the front orb to the bottom, the back orb to the bottom, and the right orb to the bottom. Now begin to connect the front to the right to the back to the front, and then the back to the left, and then the left to the front. So if you pull your perspective out and you're observing yourself after you've created this, you can observe that three-dimensional diamond wrapped around your body, raising your vibration. You can begin to envision the spinning in a clockwise motion in however speed that you wish to choose. Once again, this is to raise your vibration. Now, repeating the following affirmations out loud. I am love. I am light. I am joy. I am peace. I am abundance. I am abundant. I am truth. And I am free. Allow that to sit with yourself for a moment. Allow yourself to feel what you feel after declaring those affirmations. Now from this portion, I say something that I'm thankful for. And this could go any number of ways that you choose. But I'm going to say how I normally do mine. I thank you for allowing me to live another day, so that I may continue to learn more of who I am and what my purpose is here, so that I may begin to support others in their own story. And I'm thankful for being able to feel what I feel and see what I see. After you declared what you're thankful for that day, then begin to go to acknowledge yourself for something that you did the previous day. For example, for me, I acknowledge myself for yesterday, for waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do yoga. And then I like to do a power statement. A power statement was shown to me by a gentleman named Kevin Walton. He is an amazing teacher and guide. So a power statement is something that you want to declare about yourself, similar to an affirmation. So I'm going to declare my power statement so you can get an idea of what it is. I am source power, convicted, deliberate, honest, wise, powerful, and aggressive, and I am always serving the highest expression of myself. I decide. I decide. Declare it like you mean it, like you're taking control and ownership of your body. And then lastly, declare what you want to create. For me, mine lately has been, by the end of this year, I am creating $100,000. By the end of this year, I am creating $100,000. By the end of this year, I will make $100,000. Make sure you say that 3 times Lastly, take a deep inhale in. Hold it. Exhale out. Breathing normally. Opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Awesome. I hope all of you are feeling quite amazing at this point. So, one of the topics I want to talk about is stuff that I've written in my journal, is sex. I'm just going to read it from my journal, and then I'll go in on a couple things about it. What is sex to you? Is it merely a physical encounter to feel another person's warmth? Is it an escape from your mind because within your own experience you have not learned how to escape thought yet? Is it a way for you to bury things and emotions in another person because you are unsure on how to deal with them? Or is it a way for you to attain growth in spiritual practice? It can be all of these things, and has been all of these things for me. It came in stages. The first stage was merely, I wanted it for that physical aspect, because, well, it feels amazing. But that was when I had my eyes closed to our abilities and our mind. Once you awaken from this dream, you begin to see how ridiculously amazing sex can be as a tool for both parties to grow in. Now, on this note, let me first say that it is not a reason to jump into things because of this. Sex is the fastest way to transfer your energy to another partner. What I mean by this is when you decide to embark on this journey with another person, realize that you are giving an aspect of yourself to that person, and it stays with them. For example, if the person you are engaging in is very motivated and outgoing, upon completion of the act, you have now taken on an aspect of this into yourself. Now, on the downside, if the person you are engaging in is having internal conflict and dialogue in their own mind that is creating a story based out of fear, anger, greed, lust, you then will begin to exhibit these same tendencies on a smaller scale than what they are going through. Because, I'm going to pause on here before reading any more. And the reason behind that is because you decided to share that story with them. You're beginning to take on that story so you can support them in healing that. So it's kind of like a contract. That's my belief. Now, let's think about this. The reason this is, and again this is my opinion, when two souls decide to intermingle, they are joining together to form one union. That is why when the energies begin to intertwine with each other, they begin to engage, and it is your job as the receiver to transmute this energy into a positive thing within that relation. What I have learned so far is that once you awaken and decide to have sex with a person and do not have any intention other than it being a physical thing, you are then being drained because the universe knows you are awake, and it is testing you to this experience. It is saying, so, you are awake, huh? Let's see. It then puts people in your path to see how you engage, so if you make proper choices and not think with just your physical body, it will then reward you with more abilities and insights. On this same note, if a person comes across your path and you just do it just for the mere act of doing it, and you are aware but do not have any intention to grow with this person, it will then punish you in a way where you will become weak and not be at your full potentiality of what you were prior to the act. Now, once again, you create your reality, so this is my belief system, but it's whatever you want to make of it. But there are ways of getting that energy back if you do feel drained. What you have to begin to ask yourself is, why was that person put in my path? Why were things so rushed for that sexual energy transference? Was that person in need of my energy to better their growth, or vice versa? Also begin to meditate more and do more spiritual practices to bring yourself back to your prior energy. Once you find out the reason for that person, you can begin to reclaim that stolen energy. Now, for those who are holding out for that one special person, this next part is for you. Once two parties whom are conscious to how powerful sex can be, these two partners can begin to unravel their own puzzle together. Sex is one way to attain full enlightenment. If both parties go into the arrangement with nothing but true love and spiritual growth, the outcome of said arrangement will be extraordinary. because now you have two parties who want to ascend together and bounce off each other in energy to help one another. With that understanding, both parties can pull one another into the astral realm to assist each other in out-of-body experiences as well. As long as both parties are aware of how this can happen and aware of how to move this energy in a way or fashion that can be utilized, rather than just having the act and saying to one another, well, that was pretty awesome, huh? You begin traveling with each other into uncharted realms of reality, and the fact of the matter is you are both co-creating worlds together. Just a word from my experience. So that's what I wanted to share about my experience with sexual energy. What else? So one main thing to be aware of is everything in your life is a tool for growth. And that tool is put there so that you can feel how it feels like with that tool. Because once you feel that emotion with the tool itself, you begin to understand that you never really required that tool in the first place. For example, I have a wand. Let me go get it real quick so I can show you. So, I have a wand. This wand was blessed by a Buddhist monk. It was blessed by a Swami, and about 60 other people in the conscious community in my area. And I do healings with this wand. In the beginning, I didn't realize what a tool was, and in my reality, when I was creating this, I was creating a power object without even knowing what a power object was. And a power object is when you share a story about a particular object with other people and they take on that story as truth, you are then creating a power object. For example, Hitler. Hitler was a power object because so many people believed in him. So many people believed in what he was doing. So he then became that object for other people. But once you understand that you never really have to use that tool, because what this wand has shown me is it's not necessary to use an object to funnel my own energy. But now I use it with an understanding that when people see me use it, it allows them to believe more, rather than me just placing my hands on a particular person. Like for Reiki, I love Reiki. Reiki was one of my first spiritual teaching that I got. And it's very powerful. It took me out of a depression that I had gone through up 2.5 years ago. But I'll get into that story in a different video. But the whole point of this is understand that every object that you have in your life, whether it be crystals, whether it be, for instance, water, the I love you water, whether it be anything, those tools are meant to show you how capable you are. And once you understand how capable you are, you no longer require that particular tool. And you could still attain that same feeling. And that in itself is powerful. So everything is based on a belief. You have to do these things with these tools to begin to make your mind believe. And once your mind believes, then you could take away the tool and still have that same system. Because when we were brought up as children, we forgot all of these things, and we were reconditioned. We were remolded to be a part of a society that no longer has critical thinking, no longer has a voice. So we have to recondition our own minds and relearn everything that we learned. And to do that, you require tools. So, pretty much that. And I wanted to share one poem with you that I wrote. Okay. Beautiful soul, co-creating with me. I thank you for the deeds you have done, the deeds you will do. You are the light when I am the dark, a fire sharing their flame with me. Know that I am thankful for you, the amazing potential you are. What a surprise it will be for you to soon see the next level in your awakening. It comes in waves, not all is given at once. You go through life thinking so much. The true task is to be thoughtless and allow it all to come and flow. Beautiful soul, how I wish you can see through the eyes of mine, knowing who you really are in this grand scene of acting in the drama we call life. What a beautiful time will be had once you have seen all the time we have put into this co-created world, choosing to go through all of this because for us, it is fun. Little do you know that we have done this all together many, many times before, choosing to forget the memories of our past loves together. Beautiful soul, know that once you remember who you are, you will look into the body's eyes and know and thank them for assisting you in your journey, giving you those gentle pushes throughout your life, in different bodies, but from the same classroom of souls. We know each other so well, but it is funny because if I truly told you who you were to me, it will ruin the surprise. So we keep co-creating together, pretending to find each other's true love. But over and over, we find one another, and that beauty in on itself is love. So that's what I want to share from my journal for today. What else? I teach Reiki, not Reiki, but I do Reiki sessions on people. I do another portion called Wand Reiki where I funnel energy through the actual copper of the wand and the different crystals, but I understand it as a tool. I teach yoga. I'm an IT consultant. I also teach others how to have an out-of-body experience so that you can begin to play in the astral realm if you choose. And I'm here to talk. If anyone has any questions on anything to do with meditation, dreams, like if you have an out-of-body experience, I am open to discuss anything with you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'd like to finish off the video by saying the divine light within me honors and acknowledges the divine light within you. And know that as you begin to grow, you shine your light for others, allowing them to step out of their own darkness into that light so that they can shine. Because when you grow, I grow as well. Thank you, and namaste.